Welcome commanders and tacticians. Today we are unveiling a collection of the most formidable armoured vehicles ever to grace the battlefields of the 31st millennium, straight from the manufactorums of the Omnissiah. So prepare yourselves, for the iron tide of the Imperium is about to roll forward, bringing the Emperor's fury to all who stand in its way. Let's dive into the armoured might of the Legiones Imperialis. First up we have the Leman Russ Executioner, which is a tank that embodies the relentless might and ancient technological prowess of the Imperium's armoured divisions. The Executioner is a rare and ancient variant of the Leman Russ, which is one of the most iconic and widely used tanks in the Imperium. Named after the Spaceballs Primarch, Leman Russ, this variant is distinguished by its main weapon, which is the formidable Plasma Destroyer. This weapon is a marvel of forgotten technology and is capable of firing superheated blasts of plasma that can reduce enemy armour to molten slag and incinerate enemy infantry in just an instant. So during the Great Crusade, entire regiments were outfitted with these powerful machines. Their plasma destroyers would lay waste to enemies of the Emperor across countless battlefields. If you're assembling this model, note that the kit allows for some flexibility in loadout, including options for hull-mounted weapons like heavy bolters or las cannons. This versatility allows you to customize your tank to suit your battlefield strategy, making the Leman Russ Executioner not only a powerful but also an adaptable force on the battlefield. Next we have the Sicaran Arcus, which is a fast strike tank that was originally developed during the twilight of the Great Crusade. So this variant of the Sicaran battle tank was designed under the direct supervision of Primarch Wabute Guiman, with the goal of providing the Legiones Astartes with a versatile and deadly battlefield platform. The chassis itself is one of the most advanced tank designs of the era, so it's renowned for its speed, manoeuvrability and firepower. It's particularly notable, this variant, for its unique Arcus launcher system, which was capable of deploying a variety of specialised warheads, each tailored to different tactical needs. This made the Arcus an invaluable asset in the hands of Astartes commanders, who could adapt its firepower to any situation, and so can you. Most of the secrets of this technology have been lost to time, but in the 41st millennium, the few remaining tanks are outfitted with rotary missile launchers. When assembling your Sicaran Arcus, you will be pleased to find that the turrets are fully interchangeable. The kit provides enough parts to build turrets for both the Arcus and the Punisher variants, so you can easily swap between configurations depending on your battlefield needs. If you have basic loadout Sicarans from the main game box, these turrets can be used for those as well, so you can add even more flexibility to your force. So you can magnetize them for quick changes, or just use, like we do, a little bit of blue tack. You can tailor your tanks to the situation with minimal effort. Next up we have the Sicaran Punishers, known across the Imperium for their unparalleled anti-infantry firepower and relentless presence on the battlefield. So the Punisher variant takes design to a whole new level, replacing the standard Sicaran's sophisticated Heracles pattern accelerator autocannons with the Punisher rotary cannon. So this is a weapon designed for one purpose: to annihilate mass infantry and light armour. So this massive rotary cannon is the relic from an age when the Imperium's battles were fought against masses and masses of enemies, absolutely hordes. So we're talking the swarms of Xenos to the massed ranks of traitor legions. So the Punisher's cannon unleashes an absolute torrent of fire. It has multiple barrels that spin to deliver really devastating firepower. It can tear through enemy lines with terrifying efficiency, and particularly is effective in close quarter combat, where its short range is more than compensated for by its absolutely overwhelming firepower. When assembling your Punisher, you'll find that the kit provides interchangeable turrets, making it really easy to swap between the Punisher and the Arcus configurations. It's a real game changer, especially if you have other Sicaran tanks from the main game, so you can just literally use the tanks across multiple chassis. Once again, whether you choose to magnetize it or use blue tack for quick swaps, the flexibility allows you to adapt your tanks to the demands of the battlefield without needing to build entirely new models. So on the battlefield, the Punisher will certainly live up to its name, laying down a withering hail of fire that can shred through waves and waves of enemy infantry and light vehicles. So it is an absolutely indispensable tool for any commander. Moving on, we have the Solar Auxilia Shadowsword. The Shadowsword has a singular purpose on the battlefield, which is to destroy the largest and the most heavily armoured targets seen. So, it's armed with a volcano cannon, which is a weapon so massive and powerful that it's rarely seen outside most dire conflicts. The Shadowsword's volcano cannon is capable of delivering a blast of concentrated energy that can pierce the armour of even the most mightiest of titans. The tank's massive engine and power converters are dedicated almost entirely to charging and firing this devastating weapon, which can absolutely obliterate enemy fortifications, war machines and monstrous creatures with a single well-placed shot. The sight of a Shadowsword on the battlefield is enough to send enemy forces into disarray, knowing that their most powerful assets are at risk of being destroyed in just an instant. When it comes to assembling this super heavy tank, one of the features is the ease you can swap out the main weapon. This kit allows you to fully build each weapon option and then either magnetize them or use blue tack for easy switching between the two, so between the volcano cannon and other weapon configurations. This is great for those who want to optimize their tank loadouts without committing to a single setup, so your Shadowsword is ready for any battle scenario. Finally, we have the Solar Auxilia Stormblade, which is a super heavy tank variant that combines devastating plasma firepower with the versatility needed to dominate the battlefield. The Stormblade is a close relative of the Shadowsword, but where the Shadowsword is designed for long-range titan killing, the Stormblade is optimised for medium-range engagements, where its plasma blast gun can truly shine. The plasma blast gun is a marvel of ancient technology, capable of unleashing concentrated bursts of plasma energy that can melt through the thickest armour and vaporise infantry. Unlike the volcano cannon, the plasma blast gun offers greater flexibility, so it allows the Stormblade to engage a wider range of targets with devastating effects. This weapon can be fired in full pyro mode to obliterate enemy armour, or in shorter bursts to clear out infantry and lighter vehicles. So the ability to switch between these two firing modes makes the Stormblade really a highly adaptable vehicle, capable of responding to the ever-changing dynamics of battle. When assembling your Stormblade, you'll find that the kit's design also allows for easy weapon swaps, much like the Shadowsword. You can build each of the main weapon options and then magnetize them or use blue tack for quick changes. So your Stormblade can be tailored to the specific needs of each battle, whether you need to focus on armour-piercing firepower or clearing out hordes of enemy infantry. In addition to its primary weapon, the Stormblade is equipped with a formidable array of secondary armaments, including twin-linked heavy bolters and las cannons mounted on its sponsons. And that's it really. Thank you so much, Commanders, for joining me on this deep dive into the armoured might of the Legiones Imperialis. I hope that you've enjoyed looking at these as much as I have looking at them and looking at the lore and assembling them. Your time and support means a lot, and I'm really thrilled to share this passion for Warhammer with all of you. If you're hungry for more, I've got lots of other videos covering everything from more of the models, painting, lore, and pre-release stuff all over my channel. So please like and subscribe or share it with your friends. Yes, until next time, stay vigilant, stay inspired, and keep bringing the Emperor's wrath to the enemies of mankind. For the Imperium.